In this video, you'll see how to review and approve timesheets. We will log in as Derek. Derek is the manager of multiple resources and has been given the rights to approve the timesheets for his team and people in other teams. On his timesheets page, Derek has access to two tabs. The My Timesheet tab is selected by default. He clicks the Review and Approve tab when he needs to check if timesheets have been submitted. On the Review and Approve page, Derek sees the timesheet status summary for the 8 people in his team. The list does not show any of the timesheets, which is why the header row shows 0 out of 8 members. All 8 timesheets are open. This means they are empty or being filled in. Moving to the previous period, Derek sees that 6 members of his team have submitted their timesheet. 1 timesheet is open and 1 timesheet has been returned. The list is filtered to show the owners of the 6 submitted timesheets. The header row shows 6 out of 8 members. When Derek clicks the returned column header, the returned timesheet is added to the list. You can now see that Mike Jones is the owner of the returned timesheet. The header now shows 7 out of 8 members. To see who owns the open timesheet, Derek clicks the open column header. Jim Preedy's open timesheet is now added to the list. The header row now shows 8 of 8 members to confirm that all timesheets for Derek's team are listed. The gauges and numbers next to the names identify how many of their available weekly hours they have booked in the timesheet. You can see that Jim has not entered any hours. He needs a reminder, which Derek can send him by clicking the alarm clock icon. The message at the top of the page confirms that the reminder has been sent. In addition to the 8 people in his team, Derek also has timesheet approval rights for people in other teams. This list can be updated to show all the people for whom Derek has timesheet approval rights, or just the people in his team, or the people in another resource manager's team. Derek has chosen to filter by resource manager. He now has to select a manager. This list is limited to the managers of people for whom Derek has timesheet approval rights. Lynn has asked Derek to review and approve her team's timesheets while she is on vacation. The list contains 5 people, including Lynn. Derek needs to remind them all to fill in their timesheets. He can do this by clicking each alarm clock icon or by opening the header menu list and clicking Remind All. Derek now needs to review the timesheets for his team. He does this by selecting the team option from the showing list. Derek can now access the details for the timesheets to check that the correct hours have been entered. The flyout pane shows more details about the hours booked on the timesheet. To view the full timesheet, Derek clicks the Detailed Timesheet button. This opens the full timesheet, including all notes against the tasks and the whole timesheet. Derek needs to verify that the correct tasks were worked on and have the correct hours booked against them. When Derek has checked the timesheet details are correct, he can approve the timesheet. If any details are not correct, he can return the timesheet. This is done using the thumbs up and thumbs down icons. Derek will approve Bruce's timesheet. The message at the top of the page confirms that the timesheet has been approved. Derek can click the next page arrow to review the next submitted timesheet in the list. Closing this timesheet takes Derek back to the timesheet list. He can now select another timesheet to review. The status column header always shows the number of timesheets with that status. The approved column now shows the number 1 for the timesheet that Derek has just approved. When the column header is colored, it means it is selected, and all the timesheets with that status are included in the list. Clicking the column header will deselect it. All timesheets with that status are hidden in the list. Derek wants to focus on the submitted timesheets, and so will hide the open ones. Jim Preedy's open timesheets have been removed from the list. If Derek has reviewed all the timesheets and wants to approve them, he can click the thumbs up icon for each timesheet. Alternatively, he can use the option from the column header menu list. From this menu list, Derek can approve or return all the submitted timesheets. Or he can choose to hide the submitted timesheets in the list. This final option is the same as clicking the column header, as was done to hide Jim Preedy's open timesheet. Derek will approve all the timesheets. The columns headers have updated to show that there are now 6 approved timesheets. Clicking each header displays the timesheets of that status. But if you want to see all the timesheets, you click the Show All option. Derek can now see the timesheets for the 8 people in his team. If he incorrectly approved a timesheet, he can return it. It is useful to explain why a timesheet has been returned. This can be done via email or a phone call, but also with Timesheet Notes. Derek will add a note for Bruce. Just as you do when filling in your timesheet, you need to access the Notes page of the flyout pane. Derek's note explains what Bruce needs to correct in his timesheet. The numbers on the tab and avatar identify there is a note to be read on this timesheet. Thank you for watching this video. For more detailed information about CA PPM, click the information bubble in the top right corner to load the product page. From there, you can go to the product documentation, visit CA communities, or see the learning path.